Boys and girls, I want to tell you a little story that's in the Gospels. And it's about these two fellas. One was a Pharisee. And they were really important people in Jesus' time. And they were very respected because they knew all about their religion and they practiced it perfectly. They said all the right prayers, they did all the right things. So they were really important people. And the next person, he was a tax collector. He went around getting taxes off people, taking money off people for the Romans. People hated the tax collectors. They were really, really nasty people because sometimes they'd take more money off people, give some to the Romans, the rest they put in their pockets. So they weren't very popular people, the old tax collectors. Anyway, these two fellas were praying in the house of God. And the Pharisee was at the front, all dressed finely. And he was praying this big prayer to God. And he was saying, God, thank you for making me so good. Thank you for not making me like that fella down the back, that tax collector. He's a rotter. He's no good whatsoever. Sinful fella like that. And I, on the other hand, I pray all my prayers perfectly. I pay money to the church. I do everything I'm supposed to do, and I even do more. I'm so good. God, you're so lucky to have me. And down the back, the tax collector, he just looked up at God, and he had tears in his eyes, and he said, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. That was his prayer. See, he had these two fellas. One of them thought he was fantastic, and the other one knew he wasn't. One said was full of pride. That's the Pharisee. Pride, me, look how good I am. And he pushed down and he picked on the poor old tax collector. Tax collector was very humble. He was down the back. He didn't expect much. He knew what he was like. He knew he wasn't perfect. And he had a simple prayer, be merciful to me, a sinner. So, got these two. And Jesus pointed out and he said, got to be like the tax collector, the one down the back, the one that was humble, that didn't puff himself up and say how good I am, look at me. It was just simple and humble, and he was honest. And so Jesus is saying, we're going to be more like that fella, and not like the Pharisee that puffed himself up and tried to put the tax collector down. So that's what we're going to be like. Humble like that tax collector. So what does that mean for you guys? When you're out there at school or at home, don't pick on somebody else that maybe isn't as good as you. Maybe they don't play sport as well. Maybe they're not good at maths. Maybe you're very good. Instead of saying, haha, look at me, I'm smart, you're dumb. Maybe you say, thank you, Lord, for giving me the gift of being able to be good at maths or sport. And maybe you use that gift to help someone else who's not so good. That's what Jesus wants us to do. So don't pick on anybody else. Don't always try to be first in the line. Don't always push people out of the line. Don't try and get all friends around you in a group and then exclude somebody else. All these things, if you do that, you're following Jesus. Jesus doesn't want us to do those things. So, friends, boys and girls, be like the good old tax collector. Be humble, thank God for what you've been given, and don't use your gifts to push someone else down. God bless you. Bye.